Hi everybody. So this is the quick stretch at your desk. With these times and us being either at a desk or on a couch all day, we need to open and stretch the body. The more the body stays in positions for long amounts of time, the more it becomes unable to move fluid through because it uses the diaphragms to pump and move fluid through our bodies. So we're going to look at our neck. Most people have what's called tech neck. It means their neck is stuck in this forward position, so the back of the neck is short and tight and the front is long and tight. So that's going to lead to chronic coughs, the inability to move fluid through, maybe acid reflux, choking on items of food that you weren't choking on before. Also in the tightness of the sternum is going to create butterfly flutters in the heart and the chest. Cough again, that cough spasm is going to be activated. The front of the hips being tight doesn't allow fluid to move through the pelvis. That sump pump that moves with the respiratory diaphragm and the pelvic floor is unable to move fluid through. So we'll end up with congestion in those areas as well, pooling, swelling in the ankles. So these are all things that may happen to us from sitting for long amounts of time. I'll talk about the sacrum, how we're not meant to put pressure on the coccyx, the tailbone, when we're seated, and we are all doing that. So I'm going to give you some tips. You can go ahead and use all of these together like a flow or just parts of them throughout your day. I recommend that you set a timer on your phone and every hour get up and move. Reach to the ceiling, touch the floor, open the heart, close everything in. So we need to be moving fluid through. So I'm going to show you a quick flow. I'll give you a brief explanation as we move through and hold those stretches. And again, you can take any one part of this. So let's get started. We're going to start first by just looking at the sky. So feeling that opening through the front of the throat, into the chest. You may feel the nose draining. Open the eyes as wide as you can. And squeeze them shut. And open them wide. Good. And bringing the chin back toward the chest. Now we're going to move in the opposite direction. So I want you to bring the chin all the way to the chest. And in this position, I even want you to round the spine. Perfect. And then come all the way back up. We're going to bring our ear toward our shoulder. And then bring the chin toward the chest. And then even gaze up toward the sky. Perfect. Come back to center. Good. Bring your opposite ear to your shoulder. Good. Chin towards your chest. And go ahead and look to the sky. Perfect. And then come back to center. I want you to go ahead and make some big circles with your arm. And then reach your hand all the way to the sky. And bring it back down. Do the other side. So just reach with the elbow to start. Good. Reach all the way to the sky. Good. All the way down. Perfect. We're just going to stretch out the palm. And then the opposite direction. Do the other side. And the opposite direction. Good job. Then I'm going to get you to reach to the back of your chair. So bring your arms all the way around. Good. And then just lift your heart. So squeeze your shoulder blades back and together. Good. And then place your hands on your kneecaps and just move into an easy tucked position. Perfect. Come back up into neutral and turn to one direction. So look over your opposite shoulder. Resist the urge to pull yourself. Good, and then come back to center and do the same thing on the other side. Anytime we twist by moving through the spine, we're actually twisting the muscles on either side of the spine. So just allowing a fresh flow of fluid to move through. Good, and then come back to center. Perfect. So we're going to move to that easy pelvic tilt. So round the spine. Good, and then lift the heart. Do that a couple of times. So we're just starting to increase some movement in that lumbar spine. Good. And I really want you to pay attention on the lifting of the heart. So on the pushing forward rather than the rounding back. Good. This is just cat and cow pose. Perfect. One more time. Good. Now we're going to move to the lower part of your body. So you're just going to come to the edge of your chair and let your hip drop off. You can reach this hand toward the sky. You can look over the opposite shoulder, add a small twist. You can even use the feet to kind of push yourself forward a little bit more. Good, and then we're going to come back to center and move to the other side. So again, turn, let the knee drop off. So a lot of blood vessels pass deep to here. Reach up toward the sky. Even look over that opposite shoulder. Good, and then release. So let's stretch out the foot. You can just let the top of the foot press down toward the floor. Good, and then roll back the other way. So it's like we're pushing our toes down into the earth. And again, top of the foot, so stretching out the front of the shin, and the opposite direction. Good, let's do the other side. So again, let the top of the foot come down toward the floor. And then curl the toes under. Press the heel back. Do that again. And press the heel back. Good job. And then come back to center. Good. So just making sure that our pelvis is square on the chair. We can either cross the foot at the ankle or we can draw the leg all the way up. We're just going to lean forward. That's it. So we're opening and stretching at the side of the hip into the glute. Shortening the rotators of the hip. Drawing them in. Perfect. And then switch sides. So again, you can cross the foot at the ankle and lean forward, or you can cross the leg over and lean forward. So again, resist the urge to push or force, simply relaxing into the stretch. See if you can breathe. Notice where you're holding tension. Good. And then come back to neutral. Perfect. So I talked about the tailbone, that we're not meant to tuck it under and load it all day long. A lot of the nerves pass out, they pass into the pelvis alongside of that bone. So let's see how we can take the pressure off that bone. Come back up. Good. You're just going to tip your pelvis back, sit down, and then relax. Perfect. All right, guys, that's it. So you can do that as many times as you like. I recommend throughout your day incorporating those stretches in. Remember, the most important thing we can do is create or give the body the ability to move fluid through. That fluid moving through releases and removes toxins and also brings nourishment to the body. So make sure that you do that throughout your day, guys. Hope you like it. Leave your comments below.